of George Patton, the famous general from World War II, which I had met, not socially, but I knew him and he knew me, but he's not one of my favorite people. So I said, you know, you can be perfectly at ease, you know, but I had told him my recollection of when he had approached me, which was a time when we were crossing from one path. We got off of a main highway and was going cross country with our outfit, and we decided that the people in front of us were catching too much hell with the 88 that was bothering them, and I stopped my group, my platoon, and I said, how'd you guys like to take a chance on getting that gun, and maybe we can, you know, catch them. And we were just deciding the breakup we'd have, and we were going to go out in three different groups and make sure that we had them surrounded. And along came a Jeep. There were two Jeeps and an armored car. And in the armored car was a big guy standing in the turret, and it was Patton, Lieutenant General Patton. And he dismounted and came over to us, and I reported to him right away, you know. And he said, what the hell are you doing? And I said, we're getting ready to attack the 88 that's trying to shoot us up as we cross this high ground. And I think we can get it done. And he said, but that's not where we're going. I'm going this way, you know. And that's the way you got to go. Now get your asses over that high ground. And those are the terms that he used, you know. And I felt, I had always heard that if you dress anybody down, you know, don't do it in front of your own his troops, you know. And here my guys are sitting there wondering, you know, well, he's talking about us, you know, but he homes us taking us. But I didn't. From that time, incidentally, they turned around and went back the other way on the highway. Well, what was on the other side is the rest of the story kind of thing, because when we remounted and went up and over that high ground had not been there terribly long. I mean, in terms of a year or two or three or something like that. It had been formed by removal of the roadway below it. If they'd pile it up, you know, to make the thing flat as could be. And when we got to the top of it and looked down, we're looking at the Autobahn, the German big lovely roadway like our 75, and I didn't even have a map. We were off the map, off our maps that we had given. So we were going blind type of thing. If he just told me, you know, that there's a highway over there, and get on the damn thing. Well, we did. We got on it all right, and we went a short distance, well, probably 2-3 miles, and we noticed that there were tracks in the center of the highway that were not conforming to the true center of the second segments, and there'd be squash marks and we were trying to figure out what the hell kind of a vehicle is that made that. Well, we were reconnaissance intelligence people, so we stopped and we started looking around, and we noticed that there was a break in the woods with a manufactured type of thing, like it was forest around them, and this pathway was covered with a mechanical shrubbery, like that was built up to support the shrubbery, and wide enough to take an airplane through. And so I said, hey, you know, we're close to something here, and we spread out and found this hillside. They had made a machine shop, out of a segment of the hill, the mountain. It's near the foot of the Alps, and the huge entrance to it with big doors that, you know, would open and close, but it was wide open, like for everybody, look what we got, you know. And this is where they were making the 230, 262, or the one that's the super plane, the S-232s, I think. They were supersonic, no motors, you know, no motors as we have known them. They weren't gas, you know, not like our engines, but they could fly to speed 700 miles an hour, and ours were only fly around 435, I think is the highest, but they could really go like the wind. And this is where they were giving the final touches before they sent them out to the things. They would push them by tractor, and we saw the tractor. They pull them out the highway, the Autobahn, and they'd put them on the Autobahn and fly them off of there. And if they flew okay, on a return flight, they were given over to the people that were going to deliver them wherever they were going to go. And they flew them out of there so that they're not hanging around, you know, creating a... So our troops, when we were looking for them, our air people didn't realize they're flying over this like forest, and they're seeing the highway cut through, but they're not seeing what really is going on in there. And they were very pleased that we had found this, but you know, I'm thinking back now to Patton and what we could have, you know, shared with him, but I don't know that he found out second-handedly, but that didn't help the situation.